Hello everybody, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome to another video. Today I'm just gonna jump in real quick, real short during my lunch, and I'm gonna test this out. So the other day I was trying out the paint by numbers for Vermillion, and it was pretty neat. I think there was an update today, so I'm gonna try it again. So let me do a new one, or let me see. So I can select, what you can do is go to your browser, as far as I understand. Let's say, for instance, I like the snowman, right? This wasn't paint by numbers. This was just one I was doing for fun. But I'm going to go to view file, opens it up, and let's see, paint by numbers. You can adjust this, that, details. I'm just going to leave it at default. Destroy any changes. Sure. Let's start a new one. There it goes. It did that. So that's pretty cool. So now if you look at it, you can see this. You can do the back and forth. So if I toggle it, you can see what's that. You can do the detail. You can lower the colors. I want just like maybe 2 colors. Like drop it down to maybe less. But what's also cool, I saw this the other day. So say for instance you're not good at doing colors or blending colors, you could also save this palette. So you can actually go back in your settings and then save it. That's what I've noticed too. So that's pretty cool. If I were to go into here, let me see if I saved it. My palettes, and I didn't save it. But you can see it saved here, but if I go to palette, I could save it. And there you go. It's a palette saved in there. And I can select this one and take the numbers away, or I go back here and then go, the numbers show up. Pretty neat. I like this because for anybody who wants to learn to paint, but is like intimidated by painting, can now kind of use this as a little reference. So if I go to number 1, it only shows number 1. And that's pretty neat, right? So for anybody who's just starting out and they're like, I just want to do, simple. And the level of detail, let's see what we got. Let's turn this off. Let's go down a little bit more. I don't need it too much. We'll regenerate it and see what it does. Ooh. Okay. So now it's a little more simple. I don't know if it recorded that part. I'm recording at the same time I'm trying to do this, and there's probably gonna be updates anyway, regardless of, Let's go this number 1. Let's click it. So now you can see number 1. You can grab your paint. You could also probably freestyle after you get it done in here, and just go from there. I had trouble yesterday. I don't know if the update fixed it, but it was kind of like if you do the lines. I'm gonna show you. Let's see if it does it today. You can see I've been in the snowman because just holidays, right? You just want to do it. So you can put the lines over. Click this. So you can start to see the lines there still. So say for instance you went like this. You can still see it. Go under. And it's under. You can turn them off. I don't know if that helps anybody, but I guess after you're done, you want to turn them off and start go freestyle with it. You can turn this back on, over. So let's go to number 2. I'm just showing an example. I don't have very much time today, but I did want to kind of share this with friends and family that love to paint. I want to show this to my mom. She's been getting into painting, and this would be great to start kind of just getting your feet wet. There you go. It's number 2, number 3. Let's just do number 3. I'm not going to finish this today, right? I'm just kind of showing examples of going from 1 to 2 to 3, how the paints look. I think it's recording with the seagulls in the background. Kind of kills that Christmas vibe, don't it? But not in a bad way. I guess they're at the beach. Christmas beach, right? So if I want to do the 8, I can jump around, right? I always jump around painting, so I just jump around number 8. Just paint that in. This is where I kind of saw, I guess it's the canvas that it's going through. I don't know if it didn't like white in there, but you can start to see that. And I had it real strong the other day. Let me do a different color. The other day it was kind of a little bit more, but it might be a bug. No, it's showing up okay. I think it's just the white, just a white in a little. I think it's the canvas that's going through. It's going up. I don't think I ever had that issue in a standard one, but still, it's this is really cool to start learning for anybody who's into painting or wants to learn the paints. See that's it's a texture in there. I don't know if that has to do with the lines. I'm gonna about to turn it off in a minute and see what it does. It's not a bad thing, I guess. I guess we can still get our image going anyway. Here. Maybe one of these sessions I'll do a full paint through and see what we can do. I've still been painting. I've just been busy. So holidays, it's kind of hard to get time in when you're trying to get ready for Christmas holidays and stuff like that. So let me see what this does. All right, so going here, you can shrink this, grab that down, little bitty. That's neat. I never really get it that small, but we can turn this off. Start to see before and after. So the little lines. Let's see if it's just that. Yeah. So the over. Watch. Let's see if I can turn it on with looking right here. Yeah, that's just the overlay. It's not a big deal. I usually would leave it under, and then you would never see it anyway. So let me try something real quick. I'm gonna try to erase this and see if you can still see the lines underneath. No, I think it's gone. Yeah, they kind of they're kind of like lines that are embedded, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Look at this brush. I like this brush. This is a crazy brush. We'll go to number 1. You see that, and just go with it. And we could always turn this on. It doesn't matter. That way we got it back. Just going in. So yeah, this is where I see VR going. Not so much. I like games. Games are fun. I see this as how to teach somebody in the when they can't have space. I don't have space where I live. Well, I have space. I do have enough, but sometimes you don't have enough space for paints, right? The I have a big little studio, and now you can even hang your art on the walls and stuff like that. So it's not a big deal. Like just you're learning. I feel like this is still similar techniques with this program. The other one I like is the graffiti one. That one's fun. Graffiti King Spray. I think that's the full name of it. But when I use 3D, or not 3D, when I use the Oculus, it's more, how you say, to learn. I don't do games as often. I usually do this just for artistic purposes. There's other paint programs too. And I think it's called Paint. I don't use that one as often. There's something about it that I didn't. I think it's the navigation or something that I don't feel comfortable in, but it's still fun. It's still kind of creative, freedom. But I don't like the navigation or something to do with it. I don't know what it was. Look at that. Look at that. Kind of have a a little loose. And if I want to turn off this, there you go. Get my numbers. Let's turn that off if it's on there. No, it's just a little icon. Pretty cool though. What do you think? I highly recommend this program if you haven't tried it. If you have a headset or getting one, or if you're getting one for the holidays, you never know. You get one and you're like, what? You should try this out if you love to paint. Can't go wrong with it. I'm just kind of blocking this in. This is not really a big deal to me. Usually, what I do when I paint, so say for instance, that number 2, I think, is right there, right next to it. So I'm gonna get number 2, and I put it on infinite paint, so I'm not having to go back and forth. But I go number 2. This would be number 2. You see the difference? But this is cool because now I can. Watch, I'll show you. Infinite paint keeps me from having to do this. Watch. So if I do here and then start painting, it'll run out on its own eventually, unless it's not set that way. It starts to run out. See. And the other thing you can do is brush, little dab. Let's get this. If we want to vary it up a little bit, right? Get some other colors in there. So when you start experimenting with your color and your paint, you start getting these other brushes and thin it out. Just start to. You can turn this off. Then you can start getting a little more artistic freedom with it. You're not really tied to that. That's just a template to keep you going, right? And just kind of blur this out, make it a little more snow backgroundy, clouds in the background, right? And you just rinse and repeat and just go back and forth. So this is a awesome addition to this program. I haven't been painting. Well, I've been painting, but I haven't been posting because I've just been kind of getting lost in it and just kind of going back and forth with that. You know, you can see I do that or some other one, or I use the set to get in there. But this is real cool. I highly recommend it. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with this. I'll just paint for another got 5 more minutes, and let's try a different brush. Don't be stuck on your brushes. Give the other brushes a chance to, you know, doesn't hurt. You can scale it up, pushing back and forth on the little joystick, but you can go here and then you can probably get a better line. I'm pushing B and then B to disable on your little hand, your key joystick or whatever you want to call it. Words are hard this morning, but you know what I mean. Oculus control. Be neat if this one actually had hand gestures, but that'd probably be kind of shaky. Kind of wouldn't be fun if messing up your paintings. Look at that. Boom. And we know that other one's right there, and so we can go make this tiny and just go back and forth. Pretty cool. I'm running out of paint. What number is that? 7? Yeah. So hopefully everybody out there has a good holiday. I know sometimes holidays can be hard too. Not just, they can be hard. They can be fun. They can be a lot of things, a lot of different emotions sometimes around holidays. But for me, sometimes painting helps. This kind of gets you different mode. Kind of get your mind off of things or cheers you up. Makes you happy. Makes me happy painting. I like painting. Can't complain. Can't complain. I'm over here saying like I was just gonna do a little bit, but then it's kind of get you sucked in, right? That's what happens. That's how it goes. You just like just a little paint, just a little bit, and then next thing you know, you're like just painting away. Put on some Christmas music or put on some metal music, whatever. Just Look at this. Going, going, going. I like this one. It's a little bit like a pin. Once you get a little bit to the tip, if you angle it, you can that. I don't really use this one much, but I did today. Look at that. I kind of want to finish this one, even though this one's gonna get jealous. This snowman over here, he's like, "Hey man, what you doing?" I said, "Hey snowman, jealous snowman." You can go back in and touch that up, but what I do, this is just me. I'm gonna start blending this stuff. That way, it's little bit in between those lines. See that? Now we just kind of blend it, and then you can keep going. And then get my brush again, and then I can give it a little bit harder line. Just oh, need more paint or something. Boom. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So Vermillion, this is the program. Check out if you got a 3D headset. I highly recommend it. Plus, it just gets better and better and better. You can paint with others. You can jump in a little studio session if somebody's in there. You can save it and export it out. You can do that and just keep going. Same with your palettes. Got layers if you really want to. You can do another layer on top of that. So just wanted to share this. Just sharing this latest update. So again, hope everybody's doing well out there, and thanks for watching. Later.